Hi everyone. I would like to thank my fellow subscribers for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for helping it grow. Today is going to be a serious topic video because today is November 20th, Transgender Day of Remembrance. So in this video today, I'm going to be saying all the names of my trans sisters and stating how they lost their lives. And then from there, I'm going to break it down to why this epidemic keeps happening and everything. So I'm just gonna jump into it and everything because I got a lot of names to get through. Unfortunately, I got a lot of names to get through. Number 1, Bree Golick, 22-year-old living in Akron, Ohio, was stabbed to death by her father on February 13, 2015. Number 2, Pappy Edwards, 20-year-old, was shot to death outside a hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, January 9, 2015. Edwards' friends stressed to the BuzzFeed media that their friend was shot to death after the suspect became upset about the fact that Edwards was trans. Number 3, Lemaire Beard, 30-year-old trans woman of color, shot to death in Norfolk, Virginia, January 17, 2015. Police are still investigating. Number 4, T. Underwood, 24-year-old trans woman of color, was fatally shot in the early morning hours of January 26 in Tyler, Texas. The man she was dating, Carlton Ray Champion Jr., 21, was charged with her murder on February 9, 2015. Number 5, Yasmin Vaz Payne, was 33 years old, found shortly after 5 a.m. on January 31, 2015 in her Los Angeles apartment's kitchen. Died of multiple stab wounds. As firefighters were responding to reports of a fire in a rear bedroom, police say neighbors heard Payne arguing late into the night with her boyfriend, with whom she had recently moved into the building, and the fire started soon afterwards. 3 days later, the boyfriend, Ezekiel Dare, 25 years old, confessed to murdering Payne, turning himself into the police. Number 5, Taja Gabrielle DeZeus. I hope I pronounced that right. A 36-year-old trans woman of color was found fatally stabbed multiple times in a stairwell the morning of February 1st, 2015 in San Francisco's Bayview district. Her suspected assailant, 49-year-old James Hayes, died in apparent suicide. Number 7, Penny Proud, was a 21-year-old trans woman living in New Orleans and was active in the city's LGBT youth community. She died after being shot multiple times at 1:30 a.m. February 10th during what police say was a robbery. Number 8, Christina Gomez Reward, hope I pronounced that right, was a 46-year-old Latina trans woman stabbed to death in Miami, Florida on February 16, 2015. Friends of her claim she was murdered by her ex-boyfriend, but police are still investigating multiple leads. Officials note that there was no signs of forced entry into her home, suggesting that she knew her killer, reports Miami station WPLG. Number 9, London Channel, a 21-year-old black trans woman was found shortly midnight May 18th in front of an abandoned North Philadelphia house, deceased from 2 stab wounds to her back and 1 to the neck, reports Philadelphia NBC affiliate WCAU. The fatal altercation began with a verbal fight between Chantel and a 31-year-old man inside the house, according to a witness statement to the police. Number 10. Number 10, Mercedes Williamson. Yeah, Williamson. Yeah, that's how you say that. Williamson. 17-year-old went missing on May 30th, 2015, and was found 2 days later, buried in a field behind her murderer's father's house in Rocky Creek, Alabama. She was stabbed to death by a 28-year-old Josh Volin, a longtime member of the Latin King Street Gang. Number 11, India Clark, a 25-year-old black trans woman, was found beaten to death on July 21st outside Tampa, Florida outside Tampa, Florida's University Area Community Center. Got it. Number 12, Casey Haggard. A 66-year-old trans woman was fatally stabbed in the early morning hours of July 33, 2015 on the streets of Fresno, California, just before 2 a.m. when a light-colored Saturn SUV pulled up to the curb and a passenger called to her. Excuse me, people. Number 13, Amber Monroe, a 20-year-old from Detroit, was a student at Michigan Wayne State University. She was shot to death on August 8, 2015 on Wayward Avenue on Detroit's west side, a red light district that local activists and news media say is known as an area for sex work by trans women. Number 14, Shade Schuler. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Her first name is Shade, I know that much. Was a 22-year-old, was found in a vacant field in Dallas, Texas in late July, and it took police 2 weeks to positively identify her remains. She had been shot to death on July 29th, 2015. Number 15, Aston O'Hara, 25 years old, was beaten to death in Detroit, Michigan by Larry B. Goulding on July 14, 2015. Number 16, Candace Crappie, 35 years old, shot to death outside a Phoenix, Arizona apartment complex on August 11, 2015. Number 17, Aisha Walker, 20 years old, beaten to death in Smithfield, North Carolina by Angel Ares, 23, a member of the Latin Kings gang. Her family reported her missing in fall of 2014. Number 18, Tamara Dominguez, 36 years old, was the victim of a vehicular homicide in Kansas City, Missouri on August 15, 2015 at 3 a.m. 19, Yasmin Collins, 32 years old, was murdered on June 23, 2015. Media reports say she was stabbed to death following an argument over shoes. Oh, excuse me, people. Excuse me. Just a couple more, just two more names left. Let me get in the right position. Hold the phone. Okay, 2 more names left to go. Number 20, Keisha Blige, 33 years old, was shot while driving a friend in her car through Aurora, Illinois on March 7, 2015. Number 21, Zena Zona. Her first name is Zena. I know that much. I can't pronounce the last name, so I'm not even gonna butcher it and anything. But she was 21 years old, was shot following an argument in the parking lot of a suburban Washington D.C. Shopping center and died at an area hospital. So those were 21 of my trans sisters that lost their lives this year in 2015, and today is Transgender Day of Remembrance. So I lift up my prayers for their family and my thoughts for their family too. And I pray that what I just read does not happen to any more of my trans sisters and anything. So now I'm going to break this down. I'm going to break this down because that's what I do. I take situations, I review them, and then I break them down step by step and everything. And I'm basically going to be stating my opinion why my fellow sisters lost their lives and everything. And hopefully with, like, you know, expressing my opinion about this, it might educate other people. Hopefully educate other people and everything. Because, like I said in my previous video, where I said all lives matter, not just a few lives and anything. So, I mean, because at the end of the day, I know that I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman, but I'm also trans. So, I am a black trans woman. And of the 21 names that I read off to y'all and state like how they lost their lives and everything, 16 of them was my black trans sisters. 16 of them. 16 of the 21. The majority. Okay. So, I'm going to jump into now. You can say this like part 2. Or like, you know, this part of this video and everything. Because I just got through part 1. I'm going to get through part 2 right now. And I'm going to state my reasons for like why this epidemic of trans women being murdered happens. Here we go. Family kicking you out of your home. Basically, your family kicking you out of your home and everything. Because us trans sisters, I can't speak for trans men because I'm not a trans man. I don't have the experience and anything. But I can speak for, like, you know, me being a trans sister and everything. And I'm blessed that, you know, that my family hasn't kicked me out and everything. Because I fully well know that I could be one of them sisters that had lost their lives. I could be one of the sisters on the streets and everything. I'm fully aware of that and stuff. But I'm speaking from, like, you know, a black community. The black community is one of the most homophobic, transphobic communities. They just one of the, like, I'm gonna say it again, one of the homophobic, transphobic communities. They feel what they don't understand and anything. And I'm taking that from, like, you know, it's been said, that line's been said in a lot of movies. You always fear what you don't understand. And the majority of these black people, and I'm gonna say the majority of them, they fear what they don't understand and anything. So when you're trans and you come out to your family, and I'm gonna try to get through this. And you come out to your family can kick you out and anything because they don't want anything to do with you, because they can't grasp the fact. They can't grasp that reality that what they see in front of them is not the actual, not your truth and anything. And so when you come out with your truth, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. It goes against their religion and what they believe in and everything. And they don't want to be embarrassed by the, like, you know, their friends, their co-workers or whatever. So the option that, you know, unfortunately some of these families do is they kick the trans female out onto the streets, and you're left to fend for yourself and survive and everything. I mean, and that sucks. That really sucks when you don't have family members that that you can, how can I say this? That you don't have family members you can be around, because they just can't accept you and everything. And so they just kick you to the wolves. And so that's one of the reasons why some of these, trans sisters are in the situations that they are in and everything, because their family kicked them to the curb. Next. Environment. The environment that you're born into is not conducive to you trying to be who you are and anything. So, I mean, your surroundings play into a fact of, like, why some of these sisters lost their lives and anything. I mean, like I was telling one of my I was telling a friend this and everything, because I have a lot of friends. But I was telling a friend this. I was like, because of the environment that you're in and everything, it's conducive to, like, situations like this possibly happening to you, because you're not into a good environment. I mean, shoot, if some of these sisters was, like, in a conducive environment or whatever, they wouldn't be able to be in that particular situation where where their lives would be lost, where they can lose their lives and anything. And then another reason why I think why this, also happens and everything, and this is one reason that, that highly agitates me and everything. And I'm just gonna come out with it. Them punk ass guys that are into women like us, but they don't want to accept the fact that they into us and anything, and they feel intimidated. And I'm talking to you punk ass guys right now. Y'all feel intimidated that we're living our truth and everything, and you're afraid to be around us in public and everything. And so you wig out when your manhood is being tested and everything, and you think you have the right to, like, take our lives. No, you don't have the right to take our lives. Our lives matter just as your life matters and anything. I mean, stop being a punk ass and just, not care. How can I say this? I'll put it like this. You shouldn't care what other motherfuckers, I'm going to say it, you shouldn't care what other motherfuckers think about you and anything, because life's too goddamn short and stuff. I mean, so what if you like trans women? It's not the end of the world. I mean, the world's not going to fall off the map or whatever. Maybe those boys you hang out with ain't your real boys and anything. What is it? Everybody's like always like, oh, I didn't know that she was trans. I didn't know she was trans. Yes, you did. You did know, because we told you. We told you once it got serious and everything. We told you. So don't sit there and act like you didn't know that we wasn't trans and everything. Give me a break. Give me a break, because like some of the people that I follow, like Chloe and T.S. Madison and Janet Mock and Laverne Cox, we're all saying this. If some of you guys would just, come, get some cojones and just, be like, okay, I accept, I'm into trans women. So whoop-de-whoop. Get what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop. Who cares? Because honestly, for me personally, I don't have time for you punk ass guys and anything, because I ain't the type of woman that's gonna be like, in the corner somewhere because you were ashamed to be in public with me and anything. I ain't got time for you. That's me. I ain't got time for you. Okay. Another reason why this, epidemic could be happening and everything is the money situation, job discrimination and everything. Okay, you fill out all these applications. Excuse me. You fill out all these applications, and you might not have your name legally changed. Your name might be legally changed and everything. And then the people you fill out the job application for or whatever, they have an issue with you being different meaning you being trans and anything. So you're denied access to, like, you know, get money the legit way, like steady income and anything. So what ends up happening next is like you're like I gotta you know, I gotta make some money somehow, survive. So that's another part of the reason why some of the girls are, like, you know, on the streets prostituting and anything. That's one of them reasons and anything. Because you know, like, it might be rare. It might be rare indeed. But I don't think, you know, majority of those women, like, pick prostitution just because they want to. And anything. There's always a reason for something. There's always a reason. And if y'all hadn't had a chance to read Janet Mock's book, Redefining Realness, I recommend you read it and everything, because she went to the streets to survive her situation and everything, to get the money she needed to, like, you know, make stuff happen in her life and everything when she was younger in age. Thank God she's still with us today and everything. But that could be another reason why some of these women lost their lives, because they on the streets, they trying to survive. And then another reason could be, like, you know, wrong place at the wrong time. That's in the mixture too and everything, because, you know, you always gotta be, in my opinion, you always gotta be aware of your surroundings. Always. If you think someplace ain't kosher, you turn around. You turn around and everything. You turn around. You always listen to your gut. Always listen to your gut. So, I mean, those are, like, you know, some of the reasons why I think this epidemic keeps happening and everything. Because I'm not going to go hide in no corner. I'm not going to be fearful of my life because, you know, a lot of my sisters have been taken out this year. It's my duty to educate folk, call people out at the same time. That's why I do the majority of the videos on my channel and everything. It's because I want to educate individuals on trans issues and call people out on the ratchet stuff that they be saying about us and everything, which, you know, is not called for and anything. So, in closing with this video, because it's about to be going on about 25 minutes and anything. In closing, I would just like to say that I thank God. I thank God every day that I'm here. I thank God every day because I fully well know that I could be dead. I could be dead. I could be, like, you know, gone from this earth and on this list of names with my fellow sisters here and everything. I fully well know that. And so I plan to use the strength that I got in me to go after my dreams. Basically make shit happen in my life because life is too damn short and anything. So with that, to my followers, I would just like to say that, you know, subscribe to your girl because I got many more videos on the way. I got lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. Lots to do. And y'all know I love dancing and everything. So, in closing, my heart goes out to all my trans sisters that lost their lives this year in 2015. Today, Transgender Day of Remembrance. Bye.